If you wear your hair up every day in a pony, in a bun, tight braids, if your hair is pulled, you gotta watch this video because us choosing that style of hair can be causing lymphatic congestion in our scalp, which can ultimately result in things like chronic headaches, fluid buildup within and around our eyes, that fullness feeling in our head where it doesn't feel like a sinus infection, but it feels like your head is just full and you can't quite think right. Those can be signs that lymph isn't draining properly, and it might be due to the style that you're choosing. Now, hear me out. I am not going to tell you not to do your hair or pull your hair up or not to wear braids, or I get it. For some of us, it's part of our job. It's part of our attire, right? Like think of dancers, think of doctors, right? We got a dentist. We got to have our hair back because we can't have our hair in somebody's face. But with that being said, there's things that you should do at the end of every day if you are choosing these styles of hair. Because guess what? I pull my hair back a good chunk of the time. Can't say 100%, but it's probably like 80% of the time. So what are some of the things that I do? Now, before I get into what I do, let's talk about why this happens. So when we pull our hair back, right, what it's doing is it's putting tension on the hair, which is then pulling the skin, which when we pull the skin, we're affecting the muscles. All right. The lymph within our skull runs between our skin and our muscles. It's superficial. So if we're affecting the skin and we're affecting the muscles, we're absolutely affecting the lymph. Some newer research is speculating that having chronically tight muscles and having hair pulled, like the skin pulled back and things like that, can cause fascial adhesions due to like collagen deposition, like placing collagen down due to dehydration of the muscles because the muscles aren't contracting the way that they're supposed to. And then throw in the fact that if our waist isn't being removed, that's going to drive inflammation. So all of these things can ultimately affect how our body drains. So if you're struggling with like brain fog, if you have a puffy face, if the lymphatic drainage that you're doing isn't quite cutting it, we got to look at a couple things. We got to look at muscles. So posture is one of the things, but we also got to look at what we're doing and how our scalp is capable of functioning. Okay. So a couple of the things that I'm going to recommend when you can take your hair down. Okay. If when you take your hair down, you're like, and it feels like you can still feel where your pony was, that tells me that there's likely some adhesions in there that we just need to work out. So I'm gonna give you guys and tell you the most magical way to do this. And it's going to feel like complete and total bliss. I tell you what, guys, when I go for a massage and I tell them like, oh my gosh, I would love for you to work on my scalp. If they do a good job, their tip goes up exponentially because the benefits and the oxytocin that you get from a good scalp massage. Same thing when I go to get a haircut, which isn't often, but if they do a good scalp washing, oh my goodness, like doesn't that just feel heavenly? Or am I the only one that thinks that? Probably not the only one. And the reason it feels so good is I think it's because we have adhesions and tight muscles. And when we work through it and allow them to relax, everything else relaxes. So I would be totally surprised if after you do this, one, you are in a totally different state of mind. Meaning if you were like a little bit anxious, maybe you're like exhausted, you are stressed out. After you do this, for like 2 minutes. It's like a 2-minute thing. It's not very long. You're going to feel like a totally different person. So what I want to tell you though, before we do this, when we are ultimately addressing the hair and holding onto the hair, everything I want you to be doing, I want a firm, constant pressure. It's not hard. It should not hurt. It's not jerky. Okay. We're not trying to like pull our skin off. We're not trying to rip hair out. None of that. It should feel really good. So what we're going to do with your hair down, okay, we're going to start at the top. So I like to get in and grab my hair as close to the front as I possibly can. And you can see that I'm grabbing my hair as close to the roots as possible. Then what we're going to do is we're going to literally move back and forth. So we're going to go side to side, side to side. Oh, and that already feels good. And then we're going to go back and forth. So it's nice and slow. It's controlled. You can see I'm not like, it's not jerky. I'm not really pulling, but you can see that I'm moving my scalp, right? You can see my forehead is wrinkling when I push it forward, and then it's smoothing out when I pull it back. And then you can even go in circles, okay? Ugh, it already feels so good. Okay, then I go to the sides of my scalp. So we're gonna do the same thing. Back and forth. And again, you wanna be as close to your scalp as possible. It should not feel like you're ripping hair out. This is very controlled. And now we're gonna go up and down. If you feel the need to sigh, that's actually gonna help your nervous system. So if you just go, it helps you relax. And let's go in a circle. Now, to kick this up even more, before you start this, you would want to clear those lymph nodes. So, you know, your termini, your tonsillar especially, and then you can do your ear, even your occiput. Oh, perfect. And now I'm gonna go back a little further from where I was and just do the same thing. So side to side. And if you have your hair in braids, really all you're gonna do is take your braids back and forth. You're gonna take, I don't know, a couple braids depending on how thick your braids are. And you're gonna do this just like you would if your hair was down like mine, okay? And then circles. Now where you have your ponytail, if you wear a ponytail or a high bun, kind of like where it comes together, the apex usually is the most tender. So now further back on the sides, and you're probably gonna get some of the same hair, which is totally fine. But up and down, side to side. And here's the thing, if you guys notice one of the movements feels better, stick with it. Like right now, me doing circles feels better than going up and down or side to side. So I'm just gonna stick with the circles. And it's working because my nose is starting to go. You might also feel like you need to swallow or cough or tickle, like a tickle. So now I'm going at the base, like the nape of my neck. I'm grabbing the hair underneath and I'm doing the same thing. And this one usually feels really, really good too. So up and down, side to side, and circles. Now it's also an arm workout. So if you need to take a break or do sections, by all means, do sections. And then what I like to do, if I need to like shake my arms out for a second, I like to just grab as much of the hair as I can, almost like I'm grabbing like pigtails at the middle of my head. So I'm like right here, and I'm gonna do it all at the same time. So circles, like I said, right now feel the best. Side to side feels good too, up and down. But ultimately what this is doing is this is helping restore that movement between your muscles, your fascia, and your skin. This also, guys, is gonna help with smoothing out some of the skin that you have that might be tighter and showing signs of aging. But truthfully, if this is something that you do every night before bed, one, it's gonna relax you. It relaxes me anyway. Two, it's gonna help with drainage. And three, it feels so freaking good. Not to mention, I've had people tell me when they do it, the health of their scalp and their hair has improved because not only are we helping remove the toxins from lymph, we're also helping improve circulation, which means better blood flow, more nutrients getting to your hair follicles. So there's a lot of people who say that it has helped manage dandruff, not saying that it goes like makes it go away, but manage dandruff, that their hair is healthier by incorporating this. Plus, they have a lot less congestion going on in their face. So if you wear a high pony or a low pony, you wear your hair in a pony, you wear your hair in braids or a bun, or ultimately your hair is just pulled back, give this a try. And I would do this every time you have your hair up. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to take long. You can take 1 minute to 3 minutes, depending on you and how good it feels, just to support movement, blood flow, and drainage. Thanks for being with me, and happy draining.